Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into a report from Silverstar Properties REIT. It looks like there's some drama in the C-suite, and we all know that can make or break a company. I wonder who's leaving, who's staying, and what that means for the future of this company. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can discuss this and other reports with fellow investors. So the earliest event reported happened on April 28, 2025. This is the date we need to keep in mind as we go through this report. It's like the starting point of our investigation. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. It appears that Adrienne Collins, who held several important positions at Silverstar Properties REIT, is leaving. She was the Senior Vice President of Administration, Corporate Secretary, General Counsel, and Chief Compliance Officer. That's a lot of hats to wear. She decided to resign or step down from her role to go back to practicing law privately. Her last day will be May 23, 2020, and Chief Ravinaj will be May 23, 2020. The report wants to make it clear that her leaving isn't because she disagreed with the company or its board of directors. It also states that it doesn't have to do with the company's operations, policies, or practices. It sounds like she just wants to do something different with her career. The company claims she supports its long-term plans and believes in their new direction. Gerald Haddock, the CEO and executive chairman, had a few words on the situation. He says that Silverstar doesn't need a full-time general counsel right now. He suggests that Ms. Collins can focus on private legal work, maybe even in commercial real estate. He frames this change as a win-win. Ms. Collins gets to pursue her preferred career path, and Silverstar might save money by outsourcing legal work. He also mentioned that they expect to reduce salaries as they outsource legal tasks more efficiently. In fact, he even praised her work in helping the company move towards self-storage and manage property sales and acquisitions. So who's stepping in to fill the void? Silverstar named Chester W. Grudzinski Jr. as the Interim Deputy General Counsel and Compliance Officer. He will be working part-time and is currently Special Counsel for the company. Mr. Grudzinski has been in the legal field for over 40 years. He seems to specialize in tax law, especially for businesses. His experience includes partnerships, limited liability companies, and corporations. He's dealt with investments, real estate, oil and gas, and other active businesses. Also, he helps clients set up, run, and close down all sorts of business entities, including mergers and acquisitions. He also represents clients in tax disputes. Before this, he worked at KPMG and chaired the tax section at Kelly, Hart and Horman LLT. This shows he has a strong background in both corporate and private law. He's also a certified public accountant and active in various tax committees. He's written a lot of articles and spoken at events about tax and business topics. He's a trustee of the Law School Foundation of Texas Tech School of Law. That's a long and impressive resume. The report was signed by Adrienne Collins in her roles as Senior Vice President, Corporate Secretary, General Counsel, and Chief Compliance Officer. The date of the signature is May 2, 2025. This confirms that she's officially stepping down. And now let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The departure of a high-ranking officer like this can sometimes indicate deeper problems within a company. But in this case, the company is trying to portray it as a mutually beneficial decision. Silverstar seems to be pivoting, focusing on self-storage and streamlining its operations. Bringing in a part-time tax specialist like Grudzinski could be a strategic move to handle specific tax-related issues during this transition. I'm concerned with a company who does not think it needs a full-time legal counsel, so that could be a red flag for investors. While the official statement paints a rosy picture, investors should keep an eye on how this leadership change affects Silverstar's performance in the coming months. Will outsourcing legal services really save money? Will the transition be smooth? These are questions that only time will answer. It would be worth watching closely to see whether there are any surprise changes or legal consequences that may arise later. Alright, that wraps up our breakdown of Silverstar Properties REIT's latest filing. What do you think about this sudden departure and the company's strategy shift? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth corporate investigations. Don't forget to check out our Discord community in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.